Hi guys, Leo here, CEO and founder of 𝗬𝗢𝗚𝗘 Education's the #1 agency in regional areas, as well as the creator of the best-selling job coaching program. In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the facts that I promise you it will blow your mind. These are the facts that you need to know if you want to find your dream professional jobs in Australia. The biggest facts here I want to share with you is 90% of all the jobs in this country are never advertised. Now, if you know these facts, you will have a huge advantage compared to all your peers. So let's starting off with the 10% first. So as you can see here, the top here is the 10%. This is where you spend most of your time at, right? Seek.com, Indeed.com, LinkedIn.com. This is where most of the international students, all migrants, are depending on. They're betting their lives on these platforms to help them to find their dream jobs. Unfortunately, that is not a very smart thing to do. The reason being, with the 10% jobs, it is highly competitive. What I mean by that is, there will be people who are competing with you, who apply for the same job, and they have way more experience than you. They have their PR already. They have their citizenship already. So the chance of you winning those people are very unlikely. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible. There are chances that you will land a job in the 10%. However, keep in mind that chance are very less. Which will brings us to the 90%. So these 90%, these are the jobs I call the hidden jobs, right? Now, where and how to find it? One is through cold call. You've got to learn how to use the phone. However, most international students, all migrants, you use the phone for anything but for job purpose, right? This is something that you got to learn. You will not be born knowing how to use the phone to talk with employers. So this is extremely crucial. We have got students of ours, job coaching program, who use this phone and be able to land a job after just 4 minutes on the phone. Imagine if that could happen for you. 4 minutes and he got a job. Okay, that it has never been heard, has never been done before until we create this job coaching program and until we teach our students, how to land this job through the phone. So #1, through the phone. #2, walk in. You got to learn how to walk in, how to knock on doors. The classic way, the old school ways. Now, I know you might be thinking, Leo, it's too daunting, it's too scary. Who do walk-in these days? That is exactly the reason why you should do walk-in. Because every time when you look for a job, you got to remember, you have to do things that your competitors, your fellow applicants don't dare to do. That's how you set yourself apart. So the second way to get to this 90%, to get to this hidden job, is through walking in. So crucial. The third way to get to the 90% is through follow-up. Follow-up do not mean you just call 1 or 2 times after you apply for the job and check if they have received the application. That is not how you should follow up with employers. There should be a system, a way, a method to do follow-up in such a way that it is ongoing, that it is not repetitive, and most importantly, it does not harass the employer. It does not annoy the employers. So we got students who follow the same employer for 3 months. On the 3rd month, the employer is like, okay, what can you do? Come on and tell me what you can do. And the employer eventually give my student the job. This is simply because he was relentless. He kept following up. There was no job in the first place, but he kept asking the employer for appointments. He kept asking the employer for the opportunity. And after 3 months, he landed a job by simply not giving up, by following up using our methods, okay? And the 4th way to get to this 90% is through job proposal. Job proposal, it simply means you propose the employer to give you a job. So there was absolutely no jobs in the beginning, but you propose them, you put all the duties that you think you can do for the employer, you send to the employer, and you tell them, this is what I can do, Mr. Employer, this is the values, these are the skills I got, would you consider me? This is called job proposal. Super powerful. We've got students who managed to get a job simply by sitting at home, drafted this job proposal using our template, and he got a job in a blink of an eye. Okay, and the last way to get to the 90%, I think you guys have heard it before, is through referral, reference. Now, I want to emphasize referral. Yes, it's important, but it's not the only way to get to the hidden jobs. Too many of you are depending on the referral to get your dream jobs, and that should not be the only way to get your dream jobs. Okay, guys, so these are the facts that you got to know if you want to get to the 90%. This brings me perfectly to why we create our job coaching program. As you can see here, we have 3 packages. These are my legacy, guys. I'm not going to be remembered for anything else but the people that I help. And through this service, through these packages, you will remember me for it. Okay, so we have 3 different packages: silver, gold, and diamond. Now, all of these packages, every single one of them was created in such a way that it will help you to land your dream jobs. It will show you how and where to find these 90% of the jobs. Through these programs, over the past 2 years, we have helped more than 200 international students land their dream job. Guys, you got to remember, this program I started during the COVID period, which is during one of the worst time in the modern history. When everyone else is losing job, my students from our program was getting job. So that does say something about how effective, how good this program is. And I cannot wait to see you being in one of our programs. So you might be wondering, so should you join or not? And who should be joining our job coaching programs? Now, obviously everyone should join, but these are the main 5 groups of people that would benefit the most from this program. Group 1, these are the people who recently graduated from university in Australia and don't know where to start with finding their first professional job. Okay, so if you're watching these guys, maybe you just graduated from University of Macquarie, University of Sydney, UTS, maybe CSU, maybe CQU, right? University of Tasmania, and you're just clueless. You got all this knowledge from studying, but you don't know how to actually use those knowledge, and also you don't know how to start your career. So these are the people who definitely should join our program, the new graduates. Okay, the group number 2, these are the people who are struggling. They have tried, they have been applying, and they want to find a job so that they can apply for their state nominations, or they can apply for the skill assessment. If you're watching this, and if you are migrants, if you are maybe on a temporary visa holders right now, you're on a working visa, maybe 485, 476, and you need to find a professional job so that you make yourself eligible for the state nominations, so that you can gain enough experience so that you can apply for skill assessment, then yes, you are the other group of people who definitely needs to join our program. Which brings me to group number 3. These are the people who have applied for hundreds and hundreds of jobs, but didn't get a single reply, didn't get a single interview, or eventually didn't get any job. I've known some of my students before they came to our program, they have tried apply for 200, 300, even thousands of jobs, and they don't have any positive feedback. So if you are feeling a bit hopeless, if you're feeling a bit disappointed in yourself, feeling upset, guys, this program might be the way out. So guys, if you are struggling, if you apply and it doesn't work, join our program. Group number 4, this could be people who already got 491 visa, which is one of the regional visa, or should I call the provisional permanent residence visa, and you still did not meet the $53,900 income yet. And maybe you are working as an Uber driver, taxi driver, and you want to be able to meet this income threshold per year for the next 3 years, so that you are eligible for your permanent resident. Yes, you should also join this program, because a lot of the professional jobs, it's very rewarding, not very rewarding financially. It can way exceed this 54K. So yes, you should join us. And group number 5, people who should join our program, these are the people, maybe now you're working as an Uber driver, you work as a cleaner, you're working in Coles, Woolies, you work as a taxi driver, 7-Eleven, maybe you work in a BP petrol stations right now, and you're just tired. You're like, I have enough. You just feel like I can't continue working in these odd jobs forever. I can't keep waking up doing a job that I hate, working in a job that has no future, that does not get me anywhere, and spending all my time working in a job that don't really require a degree, yes, you should definitely join us. So guys, these are the top 5 groups of people who definitely should join job coaching program. Okay guys, so now I'm going to explain to you the details of each of the package, because many of you might already want to join us, but you just want to have a bit of a clearer idea what these packages are all about. Let's start off with our first package, which is the silver package. This will be 8 weeks with us and my team. You will get our support for the next 8 weeks. Okay, what is included in this silver package? Number 1, we're gonna teach you how you can set correct goals to land your dream jobs. Guys, goals are so important. The problem is you do not know how to set it, and more importantly, you do not know how to push through it, stick with it, and really make it happen. A lot of you watching this, maybe you set goals in the past, but it never worked, and you're like, nah, goal setting doesn't work. No, it doesn't work because you don't work. It doesn't work because you do not do it the right way. Let me show you the right way, okay? Number 2, we're going to teach you how to cold call the employees. What I mean is you will learn how to use the phone to reach out to the employees, to communicate with employees, to identify the opportunities that are definitely not on the marketplace, right? So this phone is so important, guys. I'm telling you, it is one of the quickest and fastest way for you to get a job. Think like this. You apply jobs on Seek, whereas my students are busy talking to the employees on the phone, speaking to the employer, identify what are the qualities the employer really needs, identify what skills they're looking for, and get to talk, get known by the employers. Who do you think have a better chance? I think we both know the answers, right? So we'll show you how to use the phone the correct way. Number 3, we teach you how you can create job proposals, how you can then email them to the employers. Again, guys, I'm telling you already, the job proposal is a very important way for you to, what I could say, create something out of nothing, right? Literally, we have students who the job that they got was never in the market. It's not even advertised, and because they know how to create a job proposal, they manage to ask the employer to give them an opportunity. Trust me, guys, Australian employers, if they see that you have the potential, if they see that you can add some values to their business, even if they do not have any role happening, they will create something for you. So guys, you need to learn how to create and email the job proposal to the employer. We'll show you that. Number 4, we'll teach you how to use LinkedIn. Again, LinkedIn is so important. Maybe some of you know me through LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the most important platform, especially for professional. However, a lot of you kind of do not know how to maximize the potential, how to leverage LinkedIn. It's so powerful. It's really a machine. It's a great platform, and you got to know how to message the people on LinkedIn. You got to know where to find the opportunities on LinkedIn, how to connect with the big players on LinkedIn. All this we will share with you once you're in our silver package. Next, how to walk in. Again, we talked about that before. This, very important, okay? Just like everything else, walk-in is not a skill that you were born knowing how. This is something you got to learn. Just like you got to, if you want to learn about accounting, you tend to go to a university, right? You go there, do a degree there, so you learn more about accounting. You want to be an engineer? Okay, you go to university to learn about engineering. You want to become a doctor? Same thing. So if you want to learn how to walk in, got to join our program. This is a skill, guys, that you got to learn. You cannot just walk in randomly and say just spontaneous stuff. Like, trust me, the employer will shut you down. They're gonna ask you to leave the building. We definitely don't want that. So again, it's a skill that needs to be learned. Next, how to pitch yourself. Super important. Pitching just means how to sell yourself in a way. A lot of you tend to focus so much on the academic part of it, but sadly, you don't know how to sell yourself, right? That is such a very sad reality. I know guys or girls who got 6, 7, even 10 years of experience and still driving Uber here in Australia. Why is that? Because he or she doesn't know how to sell herself. She doesn't know how to pitch her or himself to the employer. So again, we'll teach you how to do that. Super crucial. Next, how to follow up, all right? We'll talk about the importance of following up. You have to be relentless, you gotta be continuous, you gotta be ongoing, you have to be smart, be creative, how to do follow-up through a long period of time, not just 1, 2, 3 times and then thank you, bye-bye, right? You've got to know, have a system, and we will give you that system so that you know how to follow up in a way that will impress the employer, that in a way that will get yourself known, get yourself liked, and gain trust with the employers. Very crucial. And next one, how to overcome employer objection, or in other words, how to handle employers when they say no. So for those watching this, you might have heard you don't have enough experience, you are not a permanent resident. We'll let you know, we'll come back to you. Just send us your resume. We're not hiring. We'll think about it. These are called the employer objections, or simply it just means in layman terms, employers say no to you. You've got to know how to handle that, because if you don't, these things will keep coming back. It will keep haunting you. Next, with the silver package, we also want to teach you how to customize your CV, your cover letter, and your selection criteria. Again, this is very important. CV, cover letter. Now, this is not just a typical CV or cover letter class that you can just go on YouTube and you can learn it, or you can just go to a random website and download the template. You have to understand the methodology. You got to understand the reasons behind each of these CV, how you can customize them for each and every job. Because for each and every job, you got to use a different CV, you got to use a different cover letter, and definitely you have to use a different selection criteria. So there's no such thing as a perfect CV. I want to repeat that. There's no such thing as a perfect cover letter. You guys have been brainwashed to believe in that. That's why when you apply, you use the same CV. You just say, oh, I got a perfect one. Let me just send it to the employer. And I think we both know what is the outcome. It doesn't go well, right? So you got to learn how to customize that. Next, how to analyze the job ads. So crucial. When you go on Seek, LinkedIn, Indeed, you see these ads, you got to learn how to analyze. You got to learn what are the keywords, what are the concerns you got. You got to learn how to negotiate with the employer if you do not meet some of those criteria. Because I promise you, 99% of you, when you read a job ads, you will not meet every single bullet points. There will be some criteria that you go, oh, I don't have that. And because you don't have that, what you have done usually is you just move on to the next job. That's not how you want to do it. Okay, we'll show you how to analyze it, how to create more jobs out of just one job ads. Okay, it's so crucial. Next, how to prepare for interview. We will definitely show you the way. We'll share with you how you can answer your interviewing question in the best possible manner. Again, this is not something that you can go to YouTube and then learn. Really, these are what me and my students have been doing for so long. I know what the employers like to hear. I know how you can convince the employer. Because you got to remember, a lot of these interviews, they're going to ask you about the experience that you don't have. They're going to ask you about the visa that you don't have. So how are you going to convince the employer to hire you during those interviews? This is so crucial, and I will share with you in our program how to do that. And obviously we'll fix at least one CV and one cover letter for you. And as a part of the program, you also get access to a lot of my useful templates like cold call scripts, walk-in template, LinkedIn templates, job proposal template, 60-day follow-up plan, rebuttal manual, sample CV, elevator pitch, sample workbook, sample template, employee tracking template, and many, many more. Okay, so these are what you got out of the 8 weeks with us. Now, another thing to keep in mind is with the silver, you don't have to wait for the 8 weeks to finish to start applying. You can start applying for the job right from day one, once you're in our program. Because once you are in our program, once you have paid and join our program, we will give you access to all our materials. We give you access to our recordings. So you can actually, if you're really, really keen, and I suggest you and I recommend you too, you're really, really keen, if you're really determined, you can actually go through those materials, go through those recordings, go through those templates, and start applying right from day one. So 8 weeks is a lot of time. There will be a lot of jobs application you can send out. But this time around, the difference is you will get me as your mentor. And every time when you apply, you gotta follow our way, not your way, because you have tried your way long enough. And we both know it doesn't go well. You guys, I cannot wait to see you in our silver package. Alright guys, so let's talk about the gold package, shall we? So we just talked about the silver before. Now let's move on, put it one step further. Let's talk about the gold package, one interview guarantee package. So what is included? Okay, so on top of what is provided in the silver package, if you go for the gold, We're also gonna provide you unlimited class until you get an interview. Now here's the key things to remember is you will manage to get an interview with your dream employers. So it's not the employers we tell you, but this will be the employers that you want to work for. So you need to tell us who you want to work for. And after you join the gold, you will for sure land at least one interview with one of those employers. So you got to tell us. So that is the difference. Okay, we also want to provide you unlimited fixing of your CV, your cover letter until you get your first interview. As we have mentioned earlier, every job must require a different CV, must require a different cover letter. So with the gold package, we will give you an unlimited fix for your CV and your cover letter until you land your first interview with your dream employers. With the gold package, we also going to give you a one mock interview with me. So me and you, we will do a mock interview together. I'm going to throw you a lot of the potential questions that will be asked by the employers, and I'm going to see how you respond, and I'm going to give you live instant feedback. And in that way, you are well prepared ahead of the interview itself. Okay, obviously with the gold, I'm also going to give you a complimentary 1 hour cold call session with me. So what that means is me and you, we're gonna maybe do it via Zoom. We're gonna ring the employers. I will see you how you do it, and I'm gonna give you instant live feedback how you do the cold call, how good, how bad it is, and I might also do some sample cold call for you so you can get to see how it's really done in the real situations. Also with the gold package, we will also customize your elevator pitch as well, which is very important because you got to know what to say to the employer when they ask you questions like, tell me about yourself. When you call them, this question will pop up. How are you going to pitch them? It's so important. Also with the gold package, similar to the silver, we're also going to give you the access to our materials, the access to our templates that has helped and has proven to help more than 200 international students in the past 2 years landing their dream jobs. Now let's talk about the last package, our diamond package. So diamond package is a job guarantee package. So what that means is we will help you until you land your dream job. So the difference between the diamond and other packages is we will not stop until you land your dream jobs, and we will give you unlimited fix of your CV and your cover letter until you get your dream jobs. We're also gonna give you some employer referral. We'll do maximum 3 of them. Again, you guys know references are also quite important. So with the diamond package, we're also going to give you some employer referral to really assist you to land your dream jobs. We're also going to do cold call sessions with me and you. We're going to do some cold call together on the phone. We start each session 1 hour, but if needed, we can do maximum 3 hours of cold call. So in each cold call, this is one of the things that my students like the most, because when they hear me do it live, when they see me really demonstrate in front of them how to do the call, it gives them confidence. It gives them the boost to really do it themselves. So again, this is really good stuff. 3 hours, and a lot of my students doing this cold call, this is how they got the job. Okay, it's very fast. I show them how to do it. They do it. They follow what I do, and next thing you know, you got a job. Okay, obviously we have unlimited mock interviews until you land your job, and also we give you customized your elevator pitch, and obviously all the templates will be provided as well. So I hope by now we have provided you with enough information to join our job coaching program. Now whether you are planning to join the silver, the gold, or the diamond, do something, join at least one of them. Alright, I want also to emphasize last thing is that just because one package is more expensive than the other does not mean that you should not go for the one that is less expensive. So we have students who got jobs in all different packages, whether silver, gold, or diamond. Now another thing to be aware of is that for this program to work, you have to work. What that means is you have to give me your effort. You have to give me your time. Because if you just sit there lying on the beach and just waiting for us to give you an offer letter, that will not happen. Okay, so if you want to find a professional job, you want to join our job coaching program, give me a ring on 04739 43757, or you can check our website 𝗬𝗢𝗓𝗔.com.au. All the details of our packages are updated on there. You can check us out on our Facebook, 𝗬𝗢𝗓𝗥 Educations, DM us on our Facebook, check my LinkedIn out. We post Every day or so, we post a new success stories. We post content that are super inspirational, super useful for people who are looking to land dream jobs. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's also 𝗬𝗟 Educations, where we upload lots of video testimonials of our students who sometimes got jobs, not sometimes, most of the time land jobs within the matters of weeks. So what you waiting for? Join our job coaching program today, and I cannot wait to see you as my next success story. Bye for now.